to the Purple Portal with your host, Elaine Bartlett. It is absolutely a delight to be with you today on the day out of time in the galactic world. So we're going to be speaking a lot today about this particular day and the entrance tomorrow into a whole new year. There's a lot to share. So I know many of you, when I start sharing, you kind of get frustrated sometimes that others want to share too, but I do invite you to share. And you're welcome to call in today at 321-806-3159, 321-806-3159, or you're welcome to email me at purpleportal777@gmail.com. As I was driving to the studio today, I thought, I have to encourage you. If you live within driving distance to Melbourne in Florida, you really must come and visit me at my lovely little studio. It is by appointment, but there's something very magical and very healing about the space. So if you're completely out of whack and out of tune with yourself, I'm going to encourage you to make an appointment and come on over. On the other hand, if you can't come to Melbourne, I do a yeoman amount of consultation every day on the telephone, all around the country, once in a while outside the country. But it seems to work just the same. And I do a lot of remote healing with people and with energy. So when you need to connect, it's on you. You have to reach out. I can do a lot of kind of global thought, but sometimes just individually, we each need personal attention, and that's what I'm about. A lot of my stuff, I think I'm at the stage of my experience on Earth where a lot of my stuff has, thank God, dropped away. So once the person works out their stuff, they have more energy and better focus and better commitment to serve outside themselves. So I encourage you to get in touch with me. So the day out of time, very interesting day. Now the last 5 days, actually, if you had tuned in last week, the last 5 days were kind of a cleansing period. Cleansing of your body. You should have been eliminating foods. I know once again, for the 1 trillionth time, I am eliminating different sources of food, different foods altogether, including almonds, one of my favorites. It's like, no, not right now. So I'm in quarantine from certain kinds of nuts for 5 months. But there's a reason for this. Our bodies have to regenerate. If we're going to stay put, and in my case, reach out to others, I want to reach out with a steady hand, an open heart, very fixed focus and concentration. And the more we each do that, the better we are. First of all, for myself, then, you sort of the ripples of the stone as it drops into the water ripple out a lot. My nuclear family is better. My friendships, my close ties, they benefit. And then the acquaintances benefit. Then the condominium that I live in benefits. There's a dear soul in the condominium that recently I understood she's experiencing some very strong health issues. Just so happens she lives exactly above me, which means the master bedroom would be exactly aligned with where I am. She doesn't know this. There's no reason for her ever to know it. But because I choose to be helpful, what do you think is wafting at this darling soul? Trust me on this one, I am absolutely not stepping over her willfully with, oh, please hurry and get well. I learned that last year, and P.S., in these last 5 days, finally I'm beginning to write the book on it. That is all gobbledygook nonsense that is connected with the last 2,000 years of darkness. So actually, what I do is just focus pure radiant particles of light right on up into the room, if she likes to take advantage of it. If it's her destiny to use it, lovely. If not, it wafts right on up through the rest of the entire building. Anybody else is free to use it or not. So I'm not manipulating anybody's life path. You know, if her life path is supposed to be over at X number of days, who the heck do I think I am to superimpose my happy-go-lucky, I can save you nonsense? No. So allow the person the freedom to heal if they want to, and to excuse themselves from this particular go-around if they know they've gotten what they came for. You know, we're so busy judging what the other guy came for, and I'm telling you, it's rubbed me not so well for the last 10, maybe 20 years, this craziness of sending the person light and love. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm just radiating it because it's reminding her essence. This is who you are. Allow it to support you if you want. Accept more of it if you like it. Good. But you are totally that. So in effect, it's almost a double dip. I'm remembering you're totally that. You're totally light and love. In the human condition, yes, we sometimes need a helping hand. We need a hug. So I'm just wafting more. If you want it, good. If you don't, good. Same good. So, at any rate, here we are in this very interesting day out of time. It is the last day of what is called a 13-moon, 28-day calendar. This kind of calendar is actually energetically more aligned to human beings. It is aligned with the feminine cycle. It is aligned to the proper use of time. And therefore, it is much healthier than the calendar we are now using, which, trust me, the Galactics have tried in various ways to be shifting that calendar from somewhere, I believe it was in the 1930s. But of course, that death grip on the old system is still in the dying phase. It's not over yet. And that, unfortunately, that death grip has been held in place by male consciousness that is out of balance. So this particular day is actually a day where it's actually no day of the week and it's no day of the month. It's almost like a wide open gap of spaciousness. The best thing that could have happened today was you just take yourself away from it all and you allow the day to just be. And in the beingness, you come to terms with your own galactic heritage, which, trust me, is magnificent. And you come to terms with your innate creativity and how it unites with others' creativity. So it's truly a remarkable day. Interestingly, in Chinese medicine, which would be all of my association with feng shui and the 4 pillars and learning to appreciate that language, as I overlaid these 2 languages, fascinating to see that in the 4 pillars energy of today, total clash day, don't do anything, stay clear. It was almost its own way of saying, just let the energies collapse. Don't try to fix it, change it, or adjust it. Collapse as it must. And it's getting you ready for a new beginning tomorrow. And that's how close the beginning is. The best that could happen today in the silence, excuse me, is you take this day to begin again to co-create your world as you would like to see it. So, for example, the dear soul that lives up above me that's just been diagnosed with something. If I felt that she could grasp or even be open to what I'm saying, I think she could grasp it, but I'm learning when a person's not open, I must not share. So for those of you who tune in, if it's not for you, don't tune me out. Don't torment yourself, because it's not a good vibrational match. But for example, if I use this dear soul as the example, and she understood that, oh, today, this day of no time, day out of time, she could actually see and create the world she wants to begin tomorrow. So she could create all the vision. It's a visionary thing because art is visual. She could create a vision in this day. All diseased cells easily flow outside my body. It's done. Check, over, and out. And so the beginning of the release. And she could begin to sow the seeds of the portion of her body that's been targeted as supposedly not well. But, of course, I go crazy because I know that's the appearance. But I would take her underneath. Underneath, everything is perfectly well. We've become addicted to the appearance. So I would have her recreate that portion of her body. You know, in this case, it happens to be the breast area. Man, I would be sowing seeds of her on a magical, limitless shopping tour to Victoria's Secret. You know, you could have fun with it and see that next summer she's got the most fantastic bikini on the beach, however she wants to play it out. So this day out of time, although it seems like the energies, it's just like a big yawn, a big vacuum. And it's very, you know, if you'll play it that way, that's aligning your energy to this higher galactic energy. Okay, so what we're stepping into tomorrow, very fascinating. And I did begin this a little bit last week. Some of it may be repetitious, but not really, because today I'm at a different frequency. Therefore, even if I said the exact same thing, it's different. So tomorrow we step into the wisdom of Yellow Crystal Seed Year. The galactic affirmation for the year. Now, where would you find this kind of thing? Go on to 13moon.com and get yourself a galactic calendar. I didn't know what the heck I was reading when I first started it, but get it. We can talk about it. Why, you know, as I grew up, I thought, I would love to learn a lot of different languages.